So something that kind of surprised me as far as breaking copyright laws is that I feel like a lot of us have this perception that as long as you're citing the material or giving credit to the person, then you have a right to use their work whenever or however you like, and that's not true at all. Actually, those people still have a right to come after you if you use their work without their permission or without being within those fair use guidelines. Whenever you're using that material, it should only be used in what's absolutely necessary to the goal of what you're teaching, and it has to be used in that educational setting when you're using it in the classroom. And another really important thing about that is making sure or trying to make the material that you're using transformative, in that you're using it for a new purpose and you're using it in a new way rather than just copying someone's material and doing it the same exact way that they did it for the same value that they did it. Some examples of this that I've noticed in the classroom with my educators, I feel like I haven't noticed my teachers doing it a whole lot, except for maybe finding videos on YouTube that were posted and showing that to us, or like of material like a newscast or something that was probably uploaded not with the person's permission in mind, and it wasn't transformative. It was just recorded and uploaded. Or I think I've had teachers actually go and record certain things on their own cameras and then post it so that we could watch it. I probably have had teachers who have copied pages of the textbook that we were using or something like that and handed them out or posted them so that way we didn't have to go and buy it. And while I appreciate those things because it saves me money, it is a big deal. I mean, you're basically stealing someone's work and using it for your own purpose where they're not getting any money or anything in return for doing that. You're basically just stealing their work. And so that can definitely be a big deal, especially if those teachers were to get caught. It could put them in a world of hurt for sure. As far as the fair use quiz went, I did okay. I think I got like a 75% or something on it. There were definitely some things that kind of surprised me, and I feel like while the websites that we read tried to explain how simple fair use was and how these laws really aren't incredibly difficult, I think that they can be fairly confusing, and there can be a lot of gray area in what's considered okay or not okay, or even if it is fairly black and white, I feel like it's a lot of legality and legal jargon, so it's hard to comprehend totally. But one of the questions that surprised me was number 15, where it says that a high school video class produces a student video yearbook that they sell at community events to raise money for equipment for the school. They use well-known popular music clips, and all the money goes to the school, and the songs are fully listed in the credits. This is covered under fair use, and it is not covered under fair use. And I think that went back to what I talked about first, was just that just because you give credit to someone or you cite something does not mean that that's automatically covered under fair use and that you're not stealing their material, because you definitely could be under the law.